I wasn't supposed to be working that night. One of the guys called in sick, so they asked me to cover. Simple night shift at a new hotel just outside town, nothing fancy. Just sit at the desk, check cameras, stay awake. I said yes. I needed the money. What they didn't tell me, what no one told me, is that the hotel used to be a psychiatric hospital. I only found out after I got the job. Apparently, a young married couple bought the building. They said they wanted to give the place a second chance. They were restoring it. A boutique hotel. Their dream. And honestly, they pulled it off. It didn't look like an asylum anymore. They ripped out the padded walls, installed dim gold lighting, velvet chairs, candles in every hallway, like some old European hotel. But it still felt wrong. Not in a way you can explain. Just off. You ever walk into a room that's dead silent, but it feels like someone just left? Like the air still remembers a screen that hasn't finished echoing? It was like that. Still, it was just a building. I brushed it off. Anyway, it was opening weekend. They were thrilled. Everything was ready. But no one booked a room. No one, until that night. Around 10:45 p.m., a man showed up. Alone. He didn't have a reservation. Didn't say much. Didn't even look around. He just stared at me and said, "Room 209. I paused because that room wasn't listed on the system. In fact, I remembered the owners saying that wing was sealed off. Structural issues or something. So I told him, "Sorry, sir, that room's not available." But he just stood there. Didn't blink. And then he said again, "I'll take room 209. Now, maybe I was tired, maybe I just wanted him gone, but I called the owner. And to my surprise, she said, "Weird. But if he's paying cash, sure. Just give him the key. We could use the review." So I did. He took the key. No bag. No phone. Just walked down the hall like he'd been there before. The moment he disappeared around the corner, the lights above the front desk flickered. Not wildly, just once, enough to make me sit up. Around 2:17 a.m., I was in the back office checking the security feed. Everything was fine until I looked at the West Wing camera, the hallway outside room 209. The screen was just static. Not glitching, full-on snowstorm static. But only on that camera. The rest were fine. Then the phone rang. Old landline on the desk, barely ever used. I picked it up. Nothing. Just a low crackling, like someone dragging their finger over the mouthpiece. And then a voice, soft, male, whispering so close it felt like it was right in my ear. "You shouldn't have opened the door." Click. I stared at the receiver for a while, heart racing. I've worked graveyard shifts before. I've dealt with junkies, weirdos, even break-ins. But this wasn't that. Something in me said I had to check room 209. I don't know why. I just had to. So I grabbed the flashlight. Walked down that long west hallway. And I swear to God, with every step, it felt colder. The warm hotel glow faded. The air changed. Heavy. Almost metallic. The hallway stretched, or maybe it just felt like it. Like I wasn't supposed to be there, and the building knew it. When I reached room 209, the door was open. Not all the way, just slightly ajar, enough to see that the light inside was off. I knocked. No answer. Pushed the door. Inside. There was no furniture. Just dust. No bed, no lamps, no carpet. Nothing. Like no one had stepped in there for decades. But in the middle of the room, there were footprints in the dust. Bare feet. Leading from the door to the wall. And above that wall, scrawled into the peeling paint, were the words, "Welcome back, Doctor." Later, I found out Room 209 used to be the private office of the hospital's head physician, Dr. Ellis, known for treatments that were later deemed unethical, electroshock, forced isolation, even rumors of surgical experiments. He vanished in 1952. No body, no trace, just disappeared. And the desk that night? His face looked just like the old photo we found in the archives later. Same dark eyes, same expression. The couple said I imagined it. That stressed as weird things. They even joked that it'd make a great story to tell future guests. Since I needed the money, I still work here. But I've stopped watching the cameras because I know what I'll see, and I'd rather not remember. Some places shouldn't be revived, and some guests never really leave.